guys. So I have a little bit of time today. I'm like painting my nails and just kind of hanging out because I'm going to film another video in a little bit. So I just kind of figured that as a way of multitasking, I could do one of the book tags that I've been seeing lately. And this one is called the Bookish identity tag. So I figured I could do that. And yeah, just hang out while I finish doing my nails, and then I can continue to be productive. So yay! So this tag, the Bookish identity tag, was created by Dreamland Book Blog, and I've looked at her blog before. It's pretty cool. So let's see. First question is, what dystopian or fantastical world would you live in? So as far as dystopians go, I honestly don't really like dystopian novels that much. Other than having like a couple of tropes that I don't really like most of the time in them, for the most part, dystopian novels just end up being a huge source of anxiety for me. So I just don't read them anymore. There's only like 2 that I like, but even the ones that I like, I would not want to live in that world, like, at all. But as far as fantastical worlds, so I'm thinking that if we're not going to refer to a certain magical series that nobody's talking about anymore, I suppose the next best thing I would go with would be Nevermore. I really enjoy that world, although I do have to say that the way they travel by umbrella would terrify the shit out of me. But it would still be pretty cool. Question number 2 is, who would your partner be? So I have a serious bookish crush on Jamie Fraser from the Outlander series. Like, that show, and then the first book took over my life a couple of years ago. Like, that was all I did. I basically, ate, slept, breathed in Outlander, and mostly Jamie Fraser. So probably that, even though it's bordering on unhealthy obsession and not quite like a good admiration of a fictional character. Question number 3 is, who would your godly mother or father be? A la Percy Jackson. So if we were going to be in the actual Percy Jackson world, I suppose that the one I'd be most similar to would maybe be like, so Poseidon in the actual myths is a lot different than in the Percy Jackson series, at least as far as I've seen. Like, he seems to be a little more chill. In myths and legends, especially in like the Odyssey and stuff like that, he seems to be pretty much of a prick. So I wouldn't claim him as a parent, but I suppose if we're going by Percy Jackson itself, I have a temper and I do not like being told to obey things or people. So yeah, I would probably say that Poseidon would be my dad. Even though I really love Athena, I don't think I'm smart enough to be a daughter of Athena. But fun fact, on my Instagram, I have myself listed as daughter of Persephone, because if we're going by how she is outside of Percy Jackson, how she actually is in myths and whatnot, I feel like I align a little bit more with her. That whole balance of light and dark, shadow, goddess thing she's got going on. I don't know. Question number 4. Would you be a downworlder or Nephilium from Shadowhunter? So I don't really know that much about that whole storyline, just because I like DNF'd City of Bones. That's the first one, right? City of Bones. I DNF'd that, and I did read Clockwork Angel, but I don't think I know enough to have like a definite opinion. I suppose more of a downworlder, because that's basically like mortals, right? Like that's people that aren't involved in like all of that madness, because I definitely would not want to be a demon hunter. That sounds like not a lot of fun at all. Question number 5. Which house would you be in? In the place we don't talk about anymore. The house I have always chosen, and the ones that I have always fit into based upon quizzes or like the sorting hat, is Gryffindor, which doesn't seem possible as most people who know me would think, because I am a huge coward. But I mean, if Neville could be a Gryffindor, I think I can be too. Question 6. Which faction would you be in from the Divergent series? For this, so I have actually never read Divergent. Again, it's technically a dystopian. That's not my jam. So I couldn't really say definitely a faction. I vaguely know what they are, but honestly, I wouldn't want to be kept into like a box and have to live my life following that particular like thing. Like that's just not me. I fly by the seat of my pants, and like I couldn't spend my entire life being just throwing myself recklessly into danger or serving others or something like that. So I suppose in that sense I would be Divergent, I guess, because I don't feel like I could be just one thing for the rest of my life. Question 7 is, what would be your demon from Northern Lights? His Dark Materials. Oh my god, that's been forever since I've read that. I read that back in high school. So as much as, so when I was back in high school, I kind of thought that I would have like, because I definitely thought about this. I think I thought that I would have like a bird demon, just because I was super obsessed with the idea of having my own bird. Not like a parrot or anything like that, but I was like, you know, I wanted to have a cool bird, like an owl or like a kestrel. Kestrels are super awesome. So I figured, I'd want to have one of those, so that'd be badass. But I mean, the more I'm thinking about it, like now, an animal that's like not only like my favorite animal, but I feel like I align more with would be a bear. I mean, I even have like a tattoo of a bear, so yeah, it would probably be a bear. And it looks like that is actually the last question. Thanks, I guess, for hanging out with me while I do this, even though this video is gonna be like posted God knows when. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, I'm going to continue being more productive now. I hope that you all are having a good day. Bye.